love to go wheeling, whether it's in the mountains, on the rocks, playing in the sand, the mud, or the snow. Our bags are packed and we're ready to hit the trail. We get a chance to film the best off-road events in the country with some of the best riders in the world. These guys push their machines to the limit, but sometimes the terrain wins. These creative engineers are going to show you how they fix it on the trail to get it home and ready to ride again. Gears, Rocks, and Wrenches has been brought to you by Canati Tires, quality performance tires.
I've been out here probably 6 or 7 times in the last 7 or 8 years, and I've never got a chance to run Cliffhanger. All the groups have run it either when I'm flying in or traveling in, or the years that I've missed. And so this was the first year that we got a chance to ride Cliffhanger, which is one of the probably the top 3 or 4 hard trails in Moab. So we finally got a chance to run it, and it was as advertised. It's a very difficult trail. When you get up to the top where you see all the pictures of the big ledges coming down, it's all as advertised. It's very difficult. Coming up, we had a little bit of a situation. The line has changed so much from where it was in the past because of tire erosion and whatnot, and people stacking rocks. The line was not a fun line. I was the first one up, so I had to be the anchor point, so I had to get it. There's a big, large rock off to the side about this big, and then a drop off, and you had to climb your tire up onto that big rock, moving away from the wall and moving out towards the ledge. I made the mistake when I was backing to try to move over for the line, looked over my right shoulder, and all I could see is complete drop off. And then I made the mistake of looking at my screen, and my lovely rear view camera showed like this much trail and this much open space. So they got my heart racing a little bit. I was a little uneasy, got through it, was able to help winch a couple of the vehicles up through, and all is well. I had a pretty strong drink when I got home.
Moab is awesome in that it has trails for all skill levels. Everything from a stock vehicle on 30-inch tires, no lockers, just a 4-wheel drive lever, to what you're seeing on our rigs and even bigger, buggies. There's really something for everyone here. There's trails that just go places that you can just go to the end and just sightsee and hang out. There's trails that are a loop, there's out and backs. It's really a fantastic mix of trails, and if any Jeep, Toyota, whatever 4x4 you have, come out here and experience it.
This way. Keep it hard this way. Yep, hard driver. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
We're on the wrong side to get your picture, but I can feel it from here. Yeah, like hold that side now. Nice and small. Good. Bring it forward. Turn it this way. Drive it. Drive Right there. Keep coming. Nice and slow for the back end. That's all good.
Thank you.
First time driving?
Out here in Moab, yes. Anything, this is the biggest thing I've ever.
Well, how'd that feel? You made it look easy.
Well, thank you. My heart is pounding. I'm a little anxious, but it's good. It's fun. It's a good ride.
That way just a little bit, Cassie. All right, you can bring it back. Looks beautiful. Oh, scratch Brian's bumper.
So we really have a ragtag group here. It's people from the shop. It's friends that we've met over the years in the shop. That's the Michigan crew. We met Russ out here the first time that we came out. I don't even know how we got hooked up with Russ. I'm not sure if it was his shop that we met first or whatever, but ever since then, we've always been great friends. He's a great guide, a good friend, so he always runs down from Salt Lake whenever we're down, and we hang out and go four-wheeling, and he spots for us, which is really nice. He's taught me a lot, so I've learned a lot about how to wheel out here through Russ's spotting.
I mean, if you watch these guys go through it, they like to walk right through.
Canati Tires, a division of Greenball Corp., has been in the tire business for over 44 years. We're passionate about developing quality tires that perform great and bring extraordinary value to our customers. Whether you're looking for a tire that can handle your off-road adventures or simply want a tire with a beefier look that won't break the bank, then check out Canati Tires.
I'm new to this. I've been down here quite a few times with Russell with Moab Outfitters. He told me I got to get a Jeep. I don't really want to build one, so he found one that he'd already built that went up for sale, got it for a great price, and so now I'm part of the group and just down here to have fun with everybody.
What all's it had done to it, you know?
He told me he's probably put close to 30,000 into it. It's got all the Terraflex axles, the long bar kit, skid plates underneath the whole entire Jeep, bumpers, winches, lights, you name it. He says it's got about everything to put on them.
Oh, he does awesome. He has really surprised me, honestly, but he loves it. He just gets his mind off everything, crawls up everything. Oh, we love it. We have so much fun. It's been a great purchase for him. Gets him out. And it is, I mean, it's nerve-wracking, but it's something that, there's just something about it that's so fun. I wouldn't change it for the world. I think it is the best experience. I love seeing my dad's face light up when we're doing this. My mom, she's just starting to get into it. She's a little nervous, but we just have to remind her it's gonna be okay. You gotta trust your vehicle. Just kind of endless fun. I mean, we've been coming here, I've been coming here with Russ since I was 16. We were high school sweethearts. And we come every year, multiple times a year, and we still enjoy it. It's fun to get out in nature, get away from everything in the city, and you slow down and you get out here to see how beautiful it is. It's great.
Most important part for me, being kind of the trail leader, is just making sure everybody gets through the obstacles. They have fun. And I feel like if we're coming down here and you're tipping over, trading paint with the rocks, that's really not. That's not what I'm after. I really want everybody to come down, have fun, keep their Jeep, kind of shiny side up. We don't like to come down and get scratches. It happens, but we definitely try to get everybody through the trails, not have to fix anything too expensive. Most of the time I have my wife drive the hard stuff because I've done it so many times, and she's done really well. She's tackled.
It used to be intimidating and scary, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And you get to know your rig better and what it's capable of, and you modify it and add lockers or different things, so things that were more challenging become easier. I don't know, maybe it's cheating, but sure makes it fun. Yeah, that feels good, that accomplishment of getting up there and you're just like, yeah, I did it. My goal, I was in the back yesterday and watching everybody do it, and I was like, oh, I want to do it so bad without a winch, so that was my goal, and I made it.
We'll get into some tight stuff. I'd rather pull a winch and get you through it, and maybe you can try it next time we're through than breaking stuff, getting pulled up something. Kind of a little bit of a shot to the pride. More for the guys. The girls, they're just kind of whatever. They're easier going than the guys. Probably that testosterone thing you don't have to worry about. A lot of times I'm running with my wife, and she's driving. I just try to sit in the passenger seat, coach her a little bit, see how, you have to read the rocks, you have to read the hills a little bit to know where to put the tires. And she'll ask me, what are your thoughts, where should I be? And I'll ask her, well, what are your thoughts, where do you think you should be? And even if she picks a different line than what I would have picked, if it's not going to get anybody hurt, we'll try it once or twice and say, okay, back up and let's try maybe over here. But for the most part, she's done it long enough. She just knows where the vehicle needs to be, and she's a good driver. So.
Yeah, we pinched a power steering line, and it started pouring fluid out all over the exhaust and making lots of smoke, and it looked cool, but we had to figure out a plan to get off the mountain. There wasn't any way around it.
I mean, most of these vehicles are people's everyday drivers. They're all street legal. So yeah, we want to make it so when we get off the trail and they can keep going. I mean, there are times when things break down and guys live for that, to fix it out on the trail. It's exciting.
So he got a nick in his high pressure power steering line here, factory line. We don't have one. So what we did is we cut off the steel parts of it, the steel line parts of it, and then we have a ready welder. So we're gonna weld on some fittings we have, which is basically NPT to AN, and then we have a rebuildable AN line that we can make. So we're gonna take this and weld it onto there, and then we're gonna build an AN line, hopefully get off the trail.
Yeah, it's always more fun when you don't have to, or you're doing it for somebody else, but when you do have to, it's nice to at least be able to get yourself out of trouble, I guess. So I've had to help several other people at different times, and it's been a handy tool to have with us for sure. The Jeep is a 2005 LJ. So I bought this. I actually drove a friend's LJ, and it did so much better. The length was much better than the TJ I had, so I decided I was going to build an LJ. So as soon as we got home from Moab, I started searching for a candidate, and this was a total loss vehicle I bought. Dana 60s. It's a Atlas 4 transfer case. It's a GM LSX 6.2 liter with a turbocharger, and we've had a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to wheel with and a lot of fun to drive on the road, and just been a great time for us to be able to come out here and enjoy this with friends and wheel, and this has allowed us to do that.
Yes.
So Cliffhanger is another one of those really fun Moab rides. It's an out and back, so if that trail's busy, you're gonna wait for a little while. The top of that trail, you're riding along a ridge, and then the famous obstacle on Cliffhanger is a double stair step, really kind of chunky and rocky. And as you come down that step, on the driver's side, you're looking over the canyon. So that's pretty awesome. It's a little sketchy, a little scary. And then you go to the end there and turn around and come back up it, and it's also really fun to come up, a little technical. I think sometimes you got to pull some winch depending on where you get hooked up in there.
Making it look easy today.
It's the equipment.
Huh?
It's all the equipment in our spotter. Gotta have a good spotter.
Yeah. Do you trust him?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
There you go. It actually doesn't look that far, like.
Really? Look at that telephone pole down there.
Look at the telephone pole. I focused on first. Oh yeah, it runs the signal. Okay.